The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
So, Steve, you all strapped in, ready to go another round?
Well, yeah, I want to see how many website addresses and phone numbers I can screw up in the second hour. You know, it's I'm consistent though, Tom.
See, people don't know you're doing it on purpose just to draw attention to the number.
Okay.
That's what we'll couch it
No,
as.
I am not a secret. I invert things.
Yes.
There's a little bit of inversion there.
Yeah. You've certainly inverted me over the years. So there's inversion and then there's conversion, and that's what Joe Bolognone is all about. He is converting people.
Tom. That was very punny.
It's a great segue. Thank you.
Yeah, people over to Jesus. Board president and founder of Mission Syracuse. How are you, Joe?
Tommy, wonderful. Good to be here.
You look wonderful. If anybody wants to see what someone who's filled with the Spirit looks like, look at Joe Bolognone.
Oh, come on. I love it here.
I mean, you are fit, you know, because you're old like me. You know,
I try to hide
thin
it.
and lean and mean.
Oh,
and,
my gosh. Just coming on here makes me I get a little bit of a glow. You guys are so much fun.
Well, thank you. And I see you got a little Jesus with you.
I did, because it's part of what I want to talk about. I brought little Jesus with me, so here's one for Steve.
So, by the way, these are the little statues, the little critters.
Well,
What are they?
he'll bring them over to the bank to my wife, right? You go see my
Yeah,
wife.
right.
I'm throwing it to Tom.
Yes,
Catch
throw
the
me-
Lord, Tom.
I caught the Lord.
It's a great conversation starter. Everybody needs a little Jesus in your life.
Yeah. But he isn't little.
No, I remember. Yeah, no, he's not.
Just saying. But I like that.
But sometimes people have to start off with a little Jesus, and then they grow into the faith.
And you got to find a way to be entertaining and get them to engage in conversation. You mentioned inverting things. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the agnostic dyslexic.
I am.
You familiar with that guy?
Well, here's what I have to say.
Yeah.
There is no dog.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He stole my joke. That's the only one I should go home now.
Oh, boy.
Okay, thanks for joining us, Joe.
All right, no problem.
Mission Syracuse.
yeah.
Tell people what it is.
What it is.
It's a network organization uniting churches to get a greater gospel impact to the city. We want to put, a lot of people like to sow seed to the gospel. The Bible talks about that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see a 10-ton nuclear explosion of seed where you can't miss it. So we go big. You know, go big or go home. The big places, we're looking for the biggest venue. Here's the thing. 4 out of 5 people don't go to church anymore. So churches do a great job, but how do you reach people? You got to go put the gospel smack dab in front of them in an entertaining way, an engaging way. So we got 3 venues I could mention. One is the mall, and 71 people have given their hearts to the Lord by just wandering into our gift store. Our people pray with them. It's just a wonderful investment. One is Faith and Family Nights with the Syracuse Mets and the Rochester Red Wings, and where you have testimonies.
And when's that's coming up here pretty soon, right?
August 9th in Syracuse. It's a Sunday. Kids eat free, by the way.
Okay, so next weekend, that's when it is.
Yep, and then the Friday nights in Rochester, celebrity ball players, and then the music is killer. The only way to improve the music is to have Tommy Sikosha on the bass, and maybe even Steve could sing a little bit.
You want people to stay?
Well, okay, maybe just Tommy on the bass. So, but ball player testimonies, Jesus commercials on the
You had Daryl
scoreboard.
Strawberry. Was it last year, the year before?
2 years ago. Mookie Wilson last year. Actually, 2 years ago. Yeah, it's just a wonderful time so ball players who, baseball fans don't really go to church all the time, but you're going to hear the gospel. The music's going, the Jesus commercials on the scoreboard, testimonies, just wonderful. So we're putting the church in front of them, and you have to do it with excellence.
Right.
So the band is it's killer, and the
Are
testimonies.
you playing in the band still?
I am.
Yeah,
I'm still
good.
bringing my B3. Anybody remember what that is?
Yes, yeah.
Hammond B3.
Yes, the Hammond B3. My
I-
Leslie sings. Oh, I'm in love.
Beautiful.
I love the sound of the
Love
B3.
that
It has
organ.
that-
Not a lot of people do. It's got that swell in the
I
No,
like
I
that.
like it. The tremolo going. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what those words mean, but I like it.
Yeah.
Now, do you have the original Leslie speaker that spins?
Yeah, the
It's actually
122H.
Oh, yeah, that's very
Actually,
nice.
the cones flew out one night on the dance floor of one of the gigs years ago, but it still works.
It's still working.
1965 vintage.
Beautiful.
But that's really huge. And then the last thing I was going to tell you is that we're trying to have a citywide crusade with the Billy Graham organization.
Okay.
Where either Franklin or Will come to the Dome and fill it with 50,000 people, celebrities, testimonies, maybe Brandon Lake, Charity Gale, some live. But to do that, I got to get all these churches to work together.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit challenging.
Yeah,
So
because we're
from
usually
different
isolated.
denominations, is that it? Yeah.
It's all of them, really. I mean, you try to get everybody in. Many years ago, when was Billy Graham in Syracuse?
89.
Okay, so I know a guy named George Seymour.
Okay.
Oh yeah, George.
Lori's husband here in that came to Christ at that.
George did
commit his life to Christ at that summer.
One of the criticisms is that people that make a decision for Christ don't get followed up. And when you hear about stories of people who have,
right. But it's about people when they step into a relationship with Christ, it is sort of their responsibility.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, there's disciples and people, but you can't chase people. When people are all in. When I gave my life back to God when I was 19, I was all in. You didn't have to go, you should probably go to church. You probably should read. You know what? Get out of my way.
You were sold out.
Okay.
Me too. I know.
And that's what happened, in my life. But that's exciting because there's a charge that happens there.
Well, when you're a baby Christian, you got to get nurtured a little bit. And people got to hold your hand. And the world is pulling on you, and you're filled with compromises and there's pressures.
Oh.
But when you grow in the Lord, the first thing you want to do is say, this fire, this joy that I've got, which we want to put on display.
Yeah.
I mean, people will tell me that after they've met me, they say, whatever he's on, I want it.
Yeah,
and it's a joy and it's a fire. But that has to grow as a new Christian comes along, that relationship with Jesus.
Right. No, it's true. So swing back over to the mall. So you got the gift shop. People come in, you have conversations with them, and they're just sharing life like. It'd be like walking into a restaurant or talking to people.
What kind of gifts, by the way?
We're the New Sacred Melody. Our friends, the Skinners, kind of passed the baton to us, so it's a Christian bookstore.
Beautiful.
And beautiful gifts and pictures and stuff. But I was there one day, and one guy's walking in looking at books. And I said, how you doing? Told me his name. He said, how are you? He goes, I just lost my mom, and I'm hurting. Bam, open door. Gave his heart to the Lord. 3 weeks later, his girlfriend, fiance comes in. She gives her heart to the Lord. I baptized him in my pool. This is 2 years now since then. They're growing in the Lord. It's just, and then every Friday night we have this wonderful Bible study time where guests like you guys can come and share your story. And just last week, 3 more people said, you know what, I'd like to come to know Jesus.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
but I like that it surpasses denominational, you mentioned, the walls and boundaries. That's the.
Well, Pastor, one of my friends, Pastor Jeff Rogers, Christ Community, wonderful guy. He said, more people are coming to Christ there. I wish my people would bring people more to church, and they do, but not not the mall. The mall, they just wander. It's like fishing in an aquarium. Right. So I told Pastor Jeff, I said, and I planted these people in his church. I said, listen, we'll catch them, you can them.
There we go. That works. Swing back to the Faith and Family or Faith and Family
Day this time.
Okay, give us the date of that in Syracuse.
August 9th, 10 o'clock, there's going to be a church service on the field.
Okay.
For people that, obviously people go to church.
Is that Saturday or Sunday?
It's Sunday.
Okay, and then the game is after that?
At 1:05, Okay. And there'll be testimonies, opening prayer, and then we're going to sing God Bless America on the National Choir. I arranged the music, Tommy.
The National Anthem, not the National Choir.
No, not the National Choir, the National Anthem.
Okay, how do people get tickets? How do they participate?
Mission Syracuse, mission-syracuse.com. The information is there, or you just go onto the Mets website. You can buy the tickets there. But I would love for people to email us, missionsyracuse@gmail.com, and ask for Joe.
Okay, and who's he?
Oh, he's the guy that grows zucchini in the backyard.
Yeah, right.
So that's fun if they plan ahead or they just that day, hey, let's go to the ballpark. That would be a great way. And I know at events like that, I always see people I know.
Oh, and there's display tables, too, for like Fellowship of Christian Athletes and ministries and churches.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so you can get to meet people. That's the idea, of to introduce the community to the Christian community. And again, most of those people aren't really churched. So we're going to put the gospel smack dab in front of them. It's got to be excellent, and it's got to be conversation starter, unique.
Yes. Yeah, there we go. Joe, thank you for joining us. Mission-Syracuse.com. And you own Coffee King too. We'll throw that in. And that's the guy, the Coffee King guy.
Spell it with a K.
Yeah, spell it with a K. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks, Tom.